What's up TBI Army, welcome back to our channel, welcome back to your channel. We would like to call this people's channel. So today we are going to answer your Q&A questions, and we got around 75 questions. Most of them were about nutrition and supplementation, and I asked you to post questions regarding nutrition and supplementation. So very good questions this time. I'm very happy, and I think I'll be answering most of the questions because some of the questions are related to each other. So this first question comes from Konark Raj Mishra. His question is: in addition to bro foods, what are the most filling and low calorie foods you eat on a cut? So, for your kind information, I am finally cutting, guys. I'm finally cutting. I'm I'm finding that old form when I was dieting the first time in my life. So I'm back, and I'll be pretty soon sharing my progress with you all. So by bro foods we mean brown rice, sweet potatoes. These are like very slow digesting carbs, right? So you feel full with this, okay? But he's asking any other food which I eat on a cut. So if you have been following my channel for a long time, you already know that I stick to basic food, in the sense I don't do that if it fits your macros in a serious way. I count my macros, but I eat the most of the times I eat brown rice, sweet potatoes, white potatoes for carbs. But there is one food that I have incorporated lately. If you have been following my channel from the past, you know that the last time I dieted, I avoided all the dairy products. Okay, other than whey protein, I avoided milk, I avoided yogurt and all those things. But now I added yogurt. Okay, there is one brand called Milk Misty, something like that, and I use that. Okay, per 100 grams you have only 60 calories. Okay, so I have 400 grams of that, but still I get only 240 calories, I think. So the best thing about that is you get around 15 and 16 grams of protein, only 10 11 grams of fat, and 15 grams of carbs. So that is what I'm using lately. Yogurt, guys, a very good source of what you call uh, nutritional dense, yet I mean not nutritional dense, but the quantity is high but the amount of calories is low. Okay, so that is what you should be concentrating while you are on a low calorie diet. The food amount of food should be more, the calories should be less. Okay, so and other than that you can have vegetables and all those things. So Konark Raj Mishra, hope I answered your question. So Amin Shagir asked me, since whey protein is the best quality of protein, what's your opinion about having milk every day, 1 liter, even if cutting? Will it increase belly size? So first of all, if you are cutting, you will of course be at a caloric deficit. So there is no chance of gaining weight and gaining belly. Okay, that was a myth I had in my mind, that we should always avoid dairy products while dieting, because somebody who has a great physique told me once like that, and I believed it. Okay, I'm sorry for that, but you need not be avoiding dairy products, because whey protein is also a dairy product, right? So you can have milk, but make sure that you have some low fat kind of milk, or slim milk, or skim milk, whatever you want to call. So milk can be, you can have milk. Sometimes I like to have milk when I am tired of eating oats with water and my whey protein and peanut butter. So sometimes I like to add milk, but doesn't mean I'm always having milk. And 1 liter of milk is actually not that much, guys. I've seen people who drink a lot of milk. Okay, so low fat milk is pretty cool. Can I count 4 gram of protein present in chapati? So chapati or roti, if there are 4 grams of protein present in chapati, of course protein is protein, but as I always tell, there is something called quality as well as the amino acid present in that. Okay, I'll tell you one thing, there are what you call protein in peanut as well, but what I tell is, most of your like if you're getting 200 grams of protein in a day, make sure that the majority of the protein come from the complete sources, maybe your meat, your whey protein, your what you call eggs, or again as I told, dairy or something like that. Because the better quality protein you get, the better your muscle will be. I mean, the more muscle you will build, or the more muscle you are going to maintain. Okay, so this doesn't mean that you should not you should get only 200 grams of protein just from meat. No, it's impossible, but everything counts. But if you want some quality protein, the meat or other whole source or complete source of protein are important. But doesn't mean you can't put out the protein you get from chapati, peanut butter and beans and all those things. They are still protein, but there are quality. But beans quality of protein in beans is not that bad actually. but other than that, like chapati, peanut butter, almonds and all those things, they're good but not great. Okay, so Pratik Awad. So what are BCAs? How they work? So basically BCAs are, there are three like BCAs. So are leucine, isoleucine and valine. So what? But most of the out of that, the main thing that we use BCAs to either prevent muscle loss or to build muscle. So the main thing is leucine. Okay, what it does is it what you call improves muscle protein synthesis. For example, if you are on a diet, basically what I can tell is, if you are training fasted, you won't have protein, and what happens is if you take BCAs, there will be better protein synthesis and your body won't break down protein, in the sense your muscle won't be broken down, and not broken down, there won't be breakdown of muscles, and you won't lose as much muscle normally. But if you are getting like eggs before your workout, whey protein before your workout, then I don't think you need BCAs. But if you are a person who like to sip on to something while you work out, BCAs are the best sources rather than drinking. Some people drink glucose and all those things. Better than that, you can drink something like BCAs. Even though some people don't like BCAs, I personally like BCAs, and I think it is helping me because I eat like 3 hours before my workout. So that is one thing that you should keep in mind. Zeko Ibrahimi asks, cardio after weight training, does it work? So again bro, like cardio in the morning, cardio after your workout, as I said, if you don't want to lose muscle, keep your calories pretty good. Don't do any low calorie diet and expect to do a lot of cardio and still maintain your muscle mass. You lose fat as well as muscle. So what you should be doing is to maintain as much muscle as possible. Keep your calories pretty good. Only don't go at a very low caloric deficit. Start off slowly, then increase, and if you if you find a sticking point, like you don't lose any more weight, then increase your cardio slightly. That's all you can do being a natural athlete, guys, because we don't have the help of any steroids to improve our metabolism, to improve the fat burning rate. So cardio is pretty good after a workout. I do sometime after my workout, sometimes in the mornings, depends on your schedule, guys. So just keep your calories pretty good. Okay, this is a pretty good question and I always get this. If you are clear about hitting the amount of protein you need according to your body weight with natural food and no supplements, will results be seen? Are protein supplements a must for amateur bodybuilding? So even I am an amateur bodybuilder, I am not something big, but bro, I'll tell you one thing. The reason you are getting this question is because you have not done that, right? You have not tried for a long period of time, like maybe 1 year, without a whey protein supplement and every day hitting your protein intake. Like if you should get 180 grams of protein and you don't get 180 grams of protein, you won't get results, right? You'll get results, but not as much results you would have got otherwise. So my point is, be consistent with your diet every single day for 1 year. I can bet you, bro, you will get the same results. You will get the same results, trust me. Okay, don't worry about if you don't have enough money. Don't just waste your money on supplements and like you get the same results actually. Okay, so if you can afford for a supplement, go for it, because there will be days when you won't be consistent. There will be days when something wrong goes and you can't get your food, and whey protein is the only source of protein. It has happened with me and it has happened with many people. So whey protein helps, but that's not the only way. Whey protein is not the end. If you don't have whey protein, it's not the end. Okay, so don't worry, bro. So next question is from Shars. His question is, long-term use of creatine will affect the kidney? Bro, see, if something is taken in excess, of course it will affect your body. Okay, if you take like 100 grams of whey protein in a day or 200 grams of whey protein in a day, like protein from whey protein, of course you will have some digestive issues. Okay, you will be bloated, all those things. But creatine, it is one of the most researched supplement, dude. One of the most researched, like from the 1990s, it continuous research, and nothing has found to cause any kidney damage as such. And one more question is regarding hair loss. People have asked me regarding hair loss. Look at me, guys. I've been taking creatine from 3 years. I don't like my hair actually. It's too much. It's like a forest. Okay, so nothing like that. Creatine will cause kidney damage. And I have done, yeah, of course, creatinine, the level of creatinine in your body goes slightly like I think this level is like a point, 1 point something. I forgot about that, but it will be slightly above the normal level because okay, natural lifters anyhow or weightlifters anyhow will have a slightly higher creatinine level. Keep that in mind. Okay, so doctors might tell you, oh, your creatinine is so high. Tell them you lift. They'll keep quiet. Okay. So Karthik Gilatar asked me, is it true that during keto diet with fat loss, little bit of muscle loss is also seen? Karthik, hi bro. To answer your question, every single diet in this world for natural athletes are meant to burn lots of fat and little bit of muscle. Okay, even keto diet is the same thing, right? So keto diet should be done only as an emergency, like you have like 4 weeks to get ripped. You have told your friend that by this date I'm going to get ripped, and you are behind schedule, and that is the only time you should try keto diet. Otherwise, a low calorie diet or caloric deficit diet, or maybe as I said carb cycling, will help you. Okay, again he asked me what is the difference between keto and carb cycling. So carb cycling is a mix of keto diet and a caloric deficit normal diet. Okay, on the lower carb days, you'll be basically doing low carb diet, but the thing is your body won't be going into ketosis because you are having a refeed day on the 4th day or the 3rd day. So the difference between ketogenic diet is you will be basically on like no carbs for a longer period of time, but in carb cycling you will be feeding your body with carbs every 3-4 days. So that is the main difference. So Sai Rock asked me, any capsules are available for gaining weight? This is a natural channel, so for your question the answer is no. Saktivel Ponnuswamy asked me, on cardio days should I reduce my carb intake on cutting phase? So brother, depends on what type of cardio you do. If you are doing some kind of high intensity interval training, don't reduce your carb like a lot, because your body will use glycogen as a source of energy while high intensity interval training. But if you are doing normal, as I said, low intensity, I basically do on my rest days, I do low intensity cardio, and I don't my carbs are very low. I basically do a ketogenic diet or low carb diet on my rest day. That is my thing. You can differ, because I sit all day on my bed and I don't think I need a lot of carbs to function that day. Nishit Naik asked me, in a daily basis, which supplement is necessary for us? See, there are 2 supplements that I recommend, which are like necessary for not only people who lift, your parents, your sisters, your brothers, everybody. One is multivitamin, the other one is omega-3 fish oils. These are the health supplement that I like to call. Okay, these are the supplements that should be really called supplement, because I don't like to call whey protein actually a supplement, because of course it is basically food. You are taking that because you want to get the protein, right? But multivitamins are such that you can get it from your vegetables, your fruits, but the problem with that is you can't get it every day, right? So that is why I recommend multivitamin. Nobody likes to eat fruits. Okay, fruits people like, but nobody likes to eat vegetables, right? So even I don't like. So it's better to have some kind of multivitamin tablets, so that you can get your vitamin requirements for the day and mineral requirements for the day. And omega-3 fish oils, your heart health, your long-term heart health, it improves your HDL and lowers your LDL, all those things. Your cholesterol levels will be pretty fine, and for your joints and all those things, these 2 things are very essential, I feel. Dominic Manoj Kumar, tuna fish is worthy or not? Any simple recipes for it? So one thing I would recommend for you bro is search Michael Corey Fitness on YouTube. He has very good recipes for tuna, very simple. Basically, I don't like tuna, guys. I don't like tuna fish. I don't know why. I just don't like the smell of it. I don't know why. So I don't think I'll be making any video about tuna soon, but I'll try to do it. So guys, the next question comes from Ayush Bhatia. His question is, please tell about the water intake requirement of the body, bro. So look, to be honest, I don't count the amount of water that I drink, but what I can tell you is, depends on the area you live. Like for a person maybe living in the northeast, the weather is cold and he might not get dehydrated as easily. So for him 3 liters of water would be good enough. But people living in the south especially, and in the west, man, it is very hot. As far as I know, So you need to drink at least 4 liters of water. And see guys, water is very tasty, I feel. Trust me, whenever I feel water, drink water, I feel something pretty good. It's like the gift of nature. So drink as much water as you can. If you don't feel thirsty, it's fine. But if you feel thirsty, don't. You are doing some work and you just forget about drinking water. Don't do that. Just go and drink some water. Water is very important now for building muscle as well. So at least think that and drink some water, guys. So anything to build muscle, right? So Niju Manuel asked me, is soy protein good for building muscle? The question is for people who are lactose intolerant, and from where can I buy egg protein powder? It is not available in health card. So Niju Manuel, first of all, is soy protein good? Soy protein is good. It's good. Is it as good as whey protein? No, but it's good, because one of the guys commented on my post and he linked me to bodybuilding.com, where I found an article where it stated that soy protein is as important as beneficial as whey protein. Okay, I read through it, but what I found out was the people who did the research were a company who promotes soy protein products. So that answers your question. And the question is for people of lactose intolerance. Okay, so people with lactose intolerance, so you know that milk contains whey and casein. So what happens is it has lactose, right? So people using whey protein usually find some digestive issues. So I did my research and found out that for you people, you should not use whey protein concentrate. You should be using only pure whey protein isolate. Okay, so there won't be a lot of carbs in that, right? No carbs actually. So if you use pure whey protein isolate, then you won't have that digestion issues. And if you use whey protein concentrate, it has carbs, and most of the thing present in the carbs are lactose, right? So that is why you get the digestive issues. So read the label and only then purchase your whey protein supplement. If it tells that very less lactose, then you can use it. Okay, and if you're very sensitive, then I think keep away the whey protein. Use your eggs, your meat for protein. And bro, you need to do your research about egg protein powder. I'm not sure where you'll get that. I'm not sure about health cart as well. Since you didn't find it in health cart, I don't know, just go to bodybuilding.com or something. Just do your research. I'm sorry for that. Gagan Gupta, mass gainer versus whey, what should I take? My trainer suggested me mass gainer, but I'm not convinced with his thoughts. Finally someone disagreed with his gym trainer. So look bro, what basically is present in mass gainers are a bunch of carbs, and nobody knows from where that carbs come. Okay, so maybe it can be just sugar. So what you can do is, carbs are really carbs, guys. You can get your carbs from bananas, rice. Man, who doesn't like to eat some rice? Who doesn't like to eat some bananas? So get your carbs from there, and if you are starving for protein, get a whey protein supplement. Hope it answers your question. Siddharth Sharma, is it beneficial to load up on carbs before a workout? So see, there are two types of people who like to work empty stomach and who like to work with a lot of food in their belly. I belong to the first category. I like to have at least 3 hours of gap before I work out. Okay, so depends on your personal preference. I don't recommend fasted training for most of the people, because some people will completely drain out, they won't have energy. But I found out that I perform better and I am more focused when I am working out on an empty stomach, rather than if I have food. I feel lazy in the gym, guys. This is me. Depends on you, but having some kind of carbs and protein before your workout is pretty good. And if you ask me how long before your workout you should take, like maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hours, that would be a good time period. Amin Shagir, he asked me, can you please tell me a cheap source of veg protein and its protein content? See, one thing that I know is soybean. It is a very cheap source of protein, I feel. Then yogurt, paneer. Paneer is not that cheap, but you got to pay for things, bro. I can't help you other than that. First of all, vegetarians are very less, there are very less source of protein, like very lean source of protein. But I'm sorry bro, you need to use like soy, yogurt, milk. Sachin Sam. I am training since 1 year. My overall progress is good since I have not taken any supplement. Now I want to enhance my gains. What supplement should I start with? My main goal is to build lean muscle and also remove few layer of fat in my tummy area. So first of all, you can't just reduce the fat from your tummy area. Sorry for that. But if you want to use any supplements, see, first of all, you told me that you have trained for 1 year without supplements, your diet is in check. So you're not told your diet is in check, but make sure that your diet is in check. If you're not getting enough protein in your diet, get a whey protein. Creatine is one thing that I like to recommend to you. Creatine is the first supplement that you should ever take, to be honest. Bro, mass gainers or whey depends on your goals. So but still, I don't see a reason to buy mass gainers. I have only bought a mass gainer once, that too because my friend told me that he got great results. Yeah, I got results. I gained 2 kgs pure fat. Can you tell me the amount of protein, fats and carbs that must be taken with respect to body weight? See, protein, start off with 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and once, like, if your muscle mass increases, then maybe increase your protein intake. Then fats, 0.4 grams, at least 50 grams of fats in your diet. Remaining come from your carbs. First of all, you should check your requirements, caloric requirements, depending on whether you're bulking, maintaining or cutting. After that, 1 gram of protein, fats of at least 50 grams or 0.4, and then what do you call, get remaining calories from carbs. The most necessary supplements to bulk up: caloric surplus, lots of carbs, good amount of protein, very high fats. Okay. Is Endura Mass good for skinny fellows? I don't think so, bro. See, I don't know how to answer it, guys. People tell me I have a conspiracy theory against the Indian brands. Look, bro, you know one thing about me, most of my friends do, is that I am all for Indian brands. All. Most of the shoes that I use, most of the clothing, all are Indian brands. But still people think that I'm what you call, I'm just telling because it's Indian. No, guys, it's not like that. I love my country. I want my country's economy to grow, of course. But truth is the truth. I don't recommend it. Chinmay Bhagwat. Okay, his question is, I can afford 1 scoop per day of whey. When to take it, before or after workout? After workout, of course, after workout. How much carbs should we eat post workout? And please tell me some foods for the same. See, I have developed a taste for white potatoes after my workout. I feel like my pump stays. Okay, this might be a placebo effect, but still I feel that after my workout, whenever I have white potatoes, I feel great rather than having banana. Yeah, banana is a quick source, but I like to have white potatoes. Okay, so white potatoes is what I recommend. Just try it out and let me know how you feel. Okay, how many grams? I usually have like 50 grams after my workout of carbs, not potatoes, of carbs. Can you tell me some veg sources of protein? Siddharth Thakur. There are many, as I said earlier: yogurt, soy, paneer, milk, beans. There are many. I even replied to him. Dhruv Gupta. If due to some reason I am not able to get whey protein but I can get access to creatine, is it okay to gym on creatine only and getting the protein from natural sources? Absolutely, dude. There is actually no relation between creatine and whey protein. You can take only creatine, you can only take whey protein, you can take both, doesn't matter. So don't worry about that. You can train even if you don't have both the supplements, so don't worry about that. Shashi Rajkumar, an Indian supplement, Matrix Anabolic Nutrition, is good or not? Can you please review that? See, bro, nobody sends me supplement to review it, so I'm sorry I can't review it just like that without using it. But as I always told you, if you want to buy some Indian brand, go for Muscle Blaze. That is the only one who look professional at this moment of time. So Krish the Punk Arya, I have lost 30 kg of weight due to which my skin has lost its shape and my muscles are not tight. Please suggest me. your muscles are tight, your loose skin is sorry for that, guys. Your muscles are actually tight but your skin is loose. Okay, so you just need to wait. If it's like very hanging type of skin, surgery is the only way to go for you. Najib Salvatore, thanks for the opportunity. Just wanted to ask that consuming protein shakes causes acne, and maybe almost everybody face this situation. So is there way that you can stop from acne popping out? Thanks in advance. Can you see my face? Other than some dark spots, I don't have any acne. I don't have any acne on my body as well. So why is that? Okay, so acne is caused due to many reasons. Okay, the acne is caused to many reasons. You can go and Google it. I don't want to make this video which is already very long. So for acne, drink lots of water. Okay, drink lots of water. Indians say that drinking tender coconut water is pretty good, and I don't think whey is the main reason for acne. There are many different reasons for acne, but I don't think whey, because I should have got it first, because I used 3 scoops of whey, right? So I should have got it first. I don't think I have faced any problem. Get enough fibers in your diet. Okay, get enough fibers in your diet. I can't afford for a pre-workout supplement. Then what should I eat, drink before going to the gym? Since there is no relation between eating and pre-workout, I would like to tell you what you can use. Last time when I dieted down, I didn't have any money for a pre-workout because pre-workouts are very costly. So what I did was I drank black coffee, Nescafe. I put the coffee powder, I put it in some boiling water and I just drank it. I felt great. Swapnil S. Wankhade, should I take creatine post workout or pre? I want to lose body fat. There is no relation between taking creatine before workout and after workout and you losing fat. But I like to take creatine sometimes depending on my mood, because sometimes I forget, guys. I forget to take my creatine post workout. So what I do is I mix my creatine in my pre-workout and I have it and workout. I am working out from a year. I have transformed a lot. I have made gains, all kinds of gains on all body parts without supplements, but I have been patient with arms, and the thing is they are remaining constant now. What do I do to make more gains with the arms? Is it true that after you attain a size then you can't grow naturally? So are the supplements the last resort? Even if you take supplements, there is a natural limit for your body to grow. Doesn't mean you have been just working out for 1 year. This is just the beginning, dude. This is just the beginning. All I can say is just continue the good work. You'll have some big guns in the future. Mithun Nair asked me, is it compulsory to follow diet for muscular body? Can we make body without following diet? Yes, you can. Oh, finally the question was not about supplements, it was about the diet. So the answer is no. You can't make a very good, or you can't get a very good body without following a good diet. Sorry for that. Some problem with my camera, guys. I don't know whether it's recording or not. Hope it's recording. What does Sethu ask me, what does fish oil exactly does to our body? When is the best period to take it, bulking or cutting? As I said earlier, fish oil can be taken throughout your life, even if you are lifting weights or not. Benefits: heart health, your joint health, overall you feel better. Bro, Muhammad Shabir asked me, bro, I noticed it from you before that do not reduce carbs too much. Yes, you are exactly right, but I have a doubt. Then how can we do keto diet? How long can a person do keto, and what should we take care if we do keto diet? If you do keto diet, you can do it for at least 1 month, and then I think what I found out with some of the clients who are in the last phase of getting ripped, what I found out is their cholesterol level goes up. Okay, I mean the LDL goes up. So more than 1 month, I don't think it's better to do keto diet. And again, keto diet should be done only when you are very desperate. Okay, that's pretty much it, guys. This is the first time I think I answered most of the questions. I know that the video is very long. If you have reached to this point and you have enjoyed this session, you have got some information, please do hit the thumbs up, and I'll be back with some new Q&A very soon. There is something very exciting coming for you pretty soon, guys. Stay tuned for that. And If you have any more questions, please do leave it in the comments box down below. And if you are watching my videos for the first time, hit the subscribe button right over here. I'll be back again, guys. Train hard, stay fit. Goodbye.